Have you heard the story of the newly married couple? Now, what it was this newly married couple. They were excited. They just got married, and it was the lady's first time to make the Sunday lunch. And so what she did was she was just preparing everything, and going through it. And the husband said, "Oh, I want to help out. I'm glad to help out." And she said, "Okay." She said, "Now just make sure." She said, you cut the top off the ham and cut the bottom off the ham." And she said, "And then just put it in the oven. It'll be fine." So that's what he did. And after a few weeks, they were enjoying their lunches on Sunday. And he said to her, just one thing. He said, "Why do we cut the top off the ham and the bottom of the ham, and before we put it in the oven?" She said, "Well," she said, "you always do that. Any cook knows that's what you do." He said, "Yeah, but," he said, "Why?" She said, "Well," she said, you just cut it off the top and the bottom, and we always do that." She said, "That's the way you cook it." And he said, "Yeah, but why?" She said, "Well," she said, "I don't know exactly the reason why," she said, "but," she said, "I'll tell you what, I'll phone my mum up." So she phoned her mum up, because her mum had told her, "You always cut the top off the ham and the bottom of the ham." So she phoned the mum up, and she said, "Mum," she said, "why do we cut the top off the ham and the bottom of the ham?" She said, "Well," she said, "we've always done it." She said, "That's the way you cook the ham." She said, "Yeah," she said, "but, Dave is asking, why do we do it?" And she said, "Well," she said, "I'm not exactly sure." She said, "I'll tell you what," she said, "I'm going to phone," she said, I'll phone up my mum, your grandmother. I'll phone her up and see." So she phoned her grandmother up. She said, "Oh," she said, "you know why we cut the top off the ham and the bottom of the ham?" She said, "That's the only way we can fit it into the oven." So for generations, they'd been cooking the ham and cutting the top. It's the only way they can fit the blessed thing into the oven. Oh, my word. They say, "I thought there wasn't anything to it." And that's exactly what it's like sometimes with human beings. We do it because we were told that that's what you should do, and that's the way we've always done it, and no one questions it. But as we mentioned earlier, isn't it good that Martin Luther questioned the paying of indulgences? Wasn't that a good thing? And wasn't it a good thing that Rosa Parks questioned why she had to sit at the back of the bus? And isn't it a good thing for us to question sometimes why we do things and examine it in terms of the Word?